stingy in the second half and starts to create some turnovers.
Yeah, and let's see if the home crowd can get some excitement going here. The Bears got to provide the fuel for that because we have a great home crowd tonight. We have packed the house as we had both middle school dance teams out on the field during halftime performing next to your PSJA High Barrettes. And now we also have Thomas Jefferson Early College High School, T-STEM, the Titans here, the cheer team as well. So, you know, there's a lot to root for, a lot of people rooting here for the home team tonight.
And what we're going to root for is a major comeback, and here we are. We are underway at Bears kickoff. It flies into the end zone for a touchback. Great effort there by Yoni Figueroa, and that'll force the Vela Sabercats to start their open possession of the second half from their own 25-yard line.
And here we go. The Vela offense, we said, has already amassed 381 yards on offense. That means the defense has given up quite a bit. But, you know, after coming off the half here, let's see if they're rested enough and put some pressure on the quarterback and get a quick turnover on downs and get a punting situation here on their first drive of the second half.
And to lead the second half charge for Vela, it will be Nathan Garcia. He will be in the pistol formation in shotgun. Flank behind him is one running back. A quick toss, a quick strike, and Vela, just as they started in the first half, they complete the pass. That is number 13, I believe, Guzman with the reception. He's going to carry a couple defenders to the 40-yard line. First down for Vela.
Yeah, no, just a quick slant by the receiver as he's taking the opportunity with the defender playing on the outside shoulder. A quick pitch and catch, and first down for the Vela off their first play in the first half.
Yeah, Garcia taking what the defense will give them. That's a 15-yard play. First down once again for Garcia and the Sabercats. The Bears still defending with a three-man defensive front. Long pass, they're going deep over the top. Better defended, but a much better effort right there by number 2. Justin Cantu shows off his leaping ability, catches it at the high point. Tremendous catch by the Sabercats.
Nate Garcia showing the trust he has in this defender as he throws a jump ball off the sideline there from the opposing team. And the defender with better position than the receiver. But the receiver, like you said, Javi, out jumping the defender, coming down with a reception. And that momentum builder again for the Sabercats, not that they need any.
Yeah, it's a 35-yard reception. This time an end around to Guzman. A little bit better defense by the Bears, but not after another 5-yard pickup by the Sabercats.
Yeah, we saw that play work a couple of times in the first half. Not much success here in the second half with the first time that they run it here, setting up a 2nd and 10. The running back opting to cut it back in and not following his lead block from number 21, Valenzuela, who's opened some lanes for him. So if he follows him, you know, more likely to get 3 more yards off of that carry. And then now they're facing a 2nd and 6 here.
And on 2nd and 6, another toss, another reception, and he will be spotted down at the Bear 14-yard line. That's in the 6-yard pitch and catch. That'll be another first down. That is already 56 yards passing here in the second half for Garcia.
And just another quick slant. Again, taking what the defender's giving him. Defender playing on the outside. Let me slant and come in, throw it on the inside, and just a 6-yard carry. You know, it's almost an extended handoff there.
And it is another first down. The Bears defense to their backs to their wall. Vela trying to put some more points on the board, open up the second half. The give is to the running back around the left side. He'll get himself down to the 10-yard line, and that'll bring up a second and about 5 to 6 yards for the Sabercats.
And Aaron Alvarez has been very successful on the ground for the Sabercats. This time again, you know, that tough running nets him 3 yards for a 2nd and 7 here.
2nd and 7.
And it's been a combination of Alvarez and Valenzuela all evening long.
And both of them come in with near 400 yards totaling on the evening. They have a free play, the quarterback keeper, and that will be a touchdown. Garcia stunning everybody. Flags were on the field. Everybody kind of paused except for Garcia. He elects to run it in, gets inside the left pylon. That'll be a touchdown if it stands after the call.
Offsides. Defense. That count was declined. Result, touchdown.
And just like that, Javi, the Sabercats crossed that 50-point marker we said, and now the Sabercats with a point total of 55-14 with 9:19 here in the second half. We just got started, and they, continue where they left off.
Yeah, 6 plays, 75 yards later, Garcia with a 10-yard run. The extra point is good, and quickly, within the first 3 minutes of the third quarter, as you mentioned, Sabercats have 56 points, the Bears only 14.
And, the defense once again unable to stop that balanced attack by Vela through the air on the ground. And, just go ahead. They're just FedExing everything and, delivering on every opportunity they have when they have the ball. And that's the reason we have 56 points by the visiting team. And, there's still a lot of fight left, but, at some point, Javi, that light gets really dim, and we can't have that happen with so much time left in the game.
Well, the key, as you mentioned, the dimming of the lights means that the defense has got to come up for some stops. And of course, we're talking about the Bear defense. They have not been able to do that. They have not solved the mystery of the magic machine, which is that offense of Vela. And hopefully here in the second half, the offense of the Bears will fire it up and score a lot of points of their own. And the kickoff is still loose, and a mad scramble for it. And I want to say Vela out-hustled the Bears. And they did, folks. Not what the Bears fans, coaching staff, or players wanted to see. Mishandling of the kickoff on the special teams, and that'll be first down for Vela inside the Bear 15-yard line. They're going to put them down at the 13.
And the defense, maybe with enough chance to blink their eyes for a little bit after coming off the field, finds themselves right back onto the field, deep inside their territory. Ball, like you said, Javi, on the 13-yard line. And that Vela offense, comes out with their mouth watering as they can already smell the end zone. So as deep inside Bear territory.
This will be the 4th possession that the Sabercats start deep inside the Bears territory. And on first down, Garcia gives the ball to his running back. Great defensive effort. The Bears come out firing on defense at the point of attack for a loss of 1 yard.
There we go. Better job by the defensive line there, getting the initial surge there and outpowering that offensive line and getting to the ball carrier for that loss of 1. But Vela just lines up just like the juggernaut they are. Line up once again, ready to go.
Yeah, there is no relaxing on this team. A handoff, but before that, there is a halt in the play as a penalty is thrown.
And so the relaxing here was too much relaxed.
Offense, we're 82, 5 yards, second down.
As the tight end is guilty of the infraction there, Nico Rodriguez, the junior tight end for Vela, who already has 1 touchdown on his stat sheet for the evening, is guilty of that.
And that'll push them back 5 yards to the 19. Let's see if the Bears defense can stop Vela here, as Vela is way behind the chains now. On second down, Garcia gets the snap. The give is up the middle. Great open field tackle. Nice job there by number 55.
That would be Jacob Sanchez.
Jacob Sanchez. I was going to say he's a sophomore, but I got stuck on that for some reason. Jacob Sanchez with another fine effort right there.
Yeah, no, so now again, Vela facing a 3rd and 16 in very dangerous territory. We see here on the replay, Jacob Sanchez takes the legs out of Valenzuela, number 21 for the Sabercats.
And on third down, let's see if they can get themselves off the field. Quarterback keeps the ball, tries to find a man open. It is incomplete. Good defensive effort right there. Double covered was the receiver. That'll bring up a 4th down. And let's see if the Sabercats elect to go for a lengthy field goal.
And for the first time here, Javi, inside the red zone, the Sabercats are held without a touchdown as they're going to attempt the field goal.
Yeah, it's going to be a 36-yard attempt by the left-footed kicker. That is Austin Garza. And the snap is a good one. The kick is up. It's got plenty of distance. And it is no good. They're going to say it is no good. And the Bears dodge a bullet. They have new life. Let's see if that offense can take advantage of the great effort by the defense and put some more points on the board and crawl and scratch their way back into this ball game.
Yeah, so a bit of breath of life there for the Bears as they get a reprieve from any more points being put on the board. Sabercats already with 56, miss a field goal there. So like you said, let's see if the momentum decides to come over here to this sideline and get something going for our hometown PSJA Mighty Bears.
And on their first possession of the second half, we are going to see a penalty before we get started.
False start. Offense, number 51, 5 yards, first down.
And it's almost been the theme of the night. Just when they have something positive, going their way, they kind of shoot themselves in the foot and put themselves in a corner. And nobody puts baby in a corner. But the Bears seem to be having no problem doing that themselves this evening.
Well, unfortunately, they have been backed up. And let's see if they can get their way upfield. And again, just, a good delivery from Guajardo to Almaguer. He just was not able to hold on to the ball. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 15 for the Bears.
And you begin to wonder if that defense has already gotten into the mindset or the minds of those receivers, as they seem to be dropping some easy to catch passes.
And that's something that's been very uncharacteristic of the Bears this year. Guajardo looks back, doesn't find anybody, pressure, finally catches up to him from behind. That'll be another sack for the Sabercats defense.
And he had Nathan Sanchez open for about 2 seconds inside that bubble of the cover 2 right underneath the safeties, but unwilling to pull the trigger, decides to take it up himself and get maybe a couple yards, but now 3rd and 14 for the Bears.
And on 3rd and 14, Guajardo keeps it, looks for Sanchez, overthrows him. He was well covered though. And Bears again will be forcing their punt unit onto the field, and they will be punting.
Yeah, and again, very uncharacteristic for the Bears passing unit, as most of the times you're going to see the connection between Guajardo and Sanchez on point and to the T, but not tonight. They're unable to cross their T's and dot their I's, and it's showing as they're facing this 4th down punting situation.
And the Bears do get the punt off. A low liner takes a Bear bounce. It's going to roll right at midfield, and that is where they're going to spot it down at the 50-yard line.
And you know what, Javi? I'm very unhappy here right now at the moment. The kicker, the punter, gets his feet taken down from underneath him, and they no call there. At the very least, that was running into the punter. So I don't know what explanation the referee gave the punter, because the punter and the referee were having a conversation as they're running towards the sideline. And so a no call there, and the Bears now facing again with their backs towards their 50 and towards their goal line, and the Vela offense on the 50.
Yeah, that penalty would have helped. Of course, if it's just run into the punter, it would have been just a 5-yard penalty. It still would have been 4th down, but who knows, maybe the Bears go for it after that penalty, but it was not called. On 1st down, these Sabercats quickly run the ball left off tackle, and that'll be another quick 6 yards on the ground for the Sabercats.
And again, nobody making contact with number 45 until he's already at the 2nd level, Aaron Alvarez, and then the linebackers making those tackles, but that's not until he's already 6 yards downfield. And now the Sabercats faces 2nd and 4 here.
It will be 2nd and 4. Garcia at shotgun, a bad snap. He recovers it though, scrambles around, this time to his right under heavy pressure, and he is going to get pushed out of bounds, but not after he picks up another couple of yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Sabercats.
And Nate Garcia is trying to stretch those calves out, as he might be cramping up. And so he's taking some time here to get up.
And it'll be 3rd and 1. It does appear that Garcia is cramping, but he stays in there. He hangs in tough. He hands the ball up the middle. Good job by that offensive front. And that'll be another first down for the Sabercats, and they continue to march down the field.
Yeah, number 21, Valenzuela, was carrying the ball rather loosely there. Unfortunately for the Bears, nobody was there to punch it out as they were trying to tackle him before he crosses that first yard marker. But he does cross it, setting up 1st and 10 with the ball on the Bears' 36-yard line for Edinburg Vela Sabercats.
And we are halfway through the 3rd period. The Sabercats once again inside the Bears side of the football field. Much better job at the point of attack there by the Bears, stringing out that run, forcing the running back inside, but again, not before another 2 to 3 yard pickup.
And that's what we've seen all evening long. That offensive line for Vela has been winning the battles more often than not, and making those 3 or 4 yard gains possible for their ball carriers.
And what appears to be short little gains are actually 4 to 5 yarders. And that brings up a very manageable 2nd down, and that's the luxury that the Sabercats have had tonight. They can open up that playbook on 2nd down. They can either run or pass it, and on this 2nd down, they will run it around the right side. Another stiff arm. He gets past the 25-yard line, dragged down at the 24. That'll be another set of first downs for the Sabercats.
And again, once again, just using up that clock now. The second half's going at a little faster pace than the first half did. Here we are with 4:45 left in the 3rd quarter. But again, Edinburg Vela in complete control, driving that ball down the field.
Yeah, the difference tonight has been that offensive line. They're big, they're strong. They just had their way tonight. They've given the quarterback ample time to throw. The running backs have good running lanes. And right now, the Bears defense on their heels, and there is another run, big run by the Sabercats. Number 45, Aaron Alvarez, just muscles his way into the 8-yard line. That is where he's pushed out of bounds, so it'll be another first down, and this will be 1st and goal now for the Sabercats.
So Aaron Alvarez, the Thunder, and Valenzuela, the Lightning forwards, the Sabercats. Again, just, complete dominance on the ground as they're moving the chains at will. And here we go, 1st and goal. Ball on the 8-yard line. Vela knocking at the door and ready to put some more points on the board if the Bears cannot stop them.
And with 5 seconds remaining on the play clock, the ball is snapped. They give it to the running back, and he will jog in for a touchdown. That is number 21, Sam Valenzuela. Lightning goes up the middle. That is another Sabercat touchdown.
And a complete dissection of the defense on that drive as they were able to pass and run and just really put on a show and a clinic, if you would say, Javi, on the Bears defense here.
And after that touchdown, the extra point is up, and it is good with 4:13 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Sabercats running away with it, 63-14.
And now with after that score and after that drive, Vela has passed the 500-yard marker here with a total offensive showing of 504 yards. Credit half of those yards to their quarterback, Nate Garcia, who has 254 yards passing, and Valenzuela with a total of 46 yards. But the big runner tonight, Aaron Alvarez, number 45, with a total of 152 yards on the ground.
Yeah, and of course you got to give a little bit of credit there to Cantu, their receiver, Justin Cantu, with 86 yards receiving. So overall, it's been a tremendous effort for the Vela offense. They come in as advertised, a machine, and they have not slowed down tonight. And let's see if the Bears now can get something going offensively. They average on the season 414 yards of offense. Right now, they've been held in check to 194.
And something we see here on our stat sheets, Javi, is both teams are very well balanced. Again, the Bears with 95 yards passing and 99 on the ground. But the big difference here is the offense of Vela, which we said has a total of 504 yards and 254 coming in the air, 250 on the ground.
And there we see on the kickoff a much better return. Good head of steam by Flores. Gets past the 30-yard line. And that's where the Bears will take over at their own 32-yard line. here midway through the third quarter.
And again, you know, what I see here from the Bears is that they're not giving up. They're quick to line up. The receivers are ready to go. The line's ready to block. And that's good, you know, characteristics of a well-coached football team.
And they're going to keep fighting. And a big run up the middle. Much better effort right there by the offensive front of the Bears. That enables the ball carrier to pick up 8 strong yards on first down.
And here we go again. Quick to line up once again. And Guajardo ready for the next play.
And Guajardo with a quick toss. And the catch is made. But no, they're going to say it is incomplete. The lines judge said it was a catch. The head referee said it hit the floor. He had a better angle. And of course, we got to go with that call. So it'll be 3rd and short coming up for the Bears.
What I was surprised is that the line judge didn't blow the play dead as he was on his knees when he made the reception.
And on 3rd down, Guajardo keeps it. He scrambles up the middle. He'll get to the 40-yard line, which is the actual line of scrimmage. So it'll bring up a 4th and 2 for the Bears, and decision time for Rodriguez to see if they want to go for it on 4th down.
And here we go. There they are lining up.
And they will go for it. A quarterback keeper. Good run right there. He gets around the left side of that offensive front, slides down at the 45. More than enough for a first down. Guajardo on a good run.
Yeah, keeping the drive alive. The leader for the Bears, Trey Guajardo, is able to move the chains. But here we go, the Vela substituting, getting fresh legs on the field and to attack Guajardo and try to keep him in check.
And they will try to do that with a 3-man front. Good pocket protection for Guajardo as he drops back. Now the pocket collapses. He gets past the line of scrimmage, tries to elude a couple of people. He dives forward, and the ball came loose, but they're going to say he was down by contact. So the Bears will get the ball, will continue on this drive at their own 49-yard line.
Yeah, and here we see the replay. Guajardo, it was excellent coverage by the defense backs for Vela, not giving any room to the receivers, decides to take it back, runs into number 10, his running back, and we see there the ground causing the fumble.
And Guajardo quickly under center, he gets the ball, he scrambles upfield, he'll get knocked down at the 45-yard line of the Sabercats. That should be enough. They're going to mark him just inside the 45. They'll spot it at the 44, first down Bears.
Again, nowhere to throw, tucks it in and run has been the story of the game tonight.
And on first down, a running play up the middle, met at the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1 for the Bears.
Yeah, no, just a hard run there, but a better job defensively. And here we go. Vela subbing those linemen, fresh set of legs again, and the Bears still trying to answer back after those 2 touchdowns here to open up the second half.
It'll be hurry-up offense from here on out. Bad snap. Guajardo retains possession, scrambles, tries to throw it. Finally, elects just to run it out of bounds for another minimal gain of about another yard.
And this time he wisely steps out of bounds and avoids the contact there, but he's able to get a couple yards there, setting up 3rd and 8. But a challenge nonetheless for the Bears offense. Not missing a beat. They line up to the ball, and here we go, Javi, 3rd and 8.
And Guajardo asks for the snap, man in motion. That is Marco Guajardo with an end around. He slips by the line of scrimmage, and he will get knocked down at about the 36-yard line. That'll be about 2 yards short of a first down.
And from here on out, Javi, we're in 4-down territory if you're a Bears fan, unless you're deep inside your own territory. And here we see Guajardo lucky to hold on to that ball as it's ripped and stripped from him. But he goes down for that short gain.
And on 4th down again, the Bears go for it. They pass it, and it is caught at the 30-yard line. More than enough for a first down. And that was Nathan Miranda with the reception. So the Bears pick up their 3rd first down of the possession.
And Miranda doing a better job here holding on to that ball on that pass, able to get upfield and move the chains for the Bears.
And the new set of downs will be at the 28. An incomplete pass on the middle screen. Dangerous pass at that. Incomplete.
Yeah, no, the defense sniffed that one out. Sniffed that one out, sorry. And put a quick stop to it. It never really had a chance there. And lucky for the Bears, it's just an incompletion and nothing worse.
It was a dangerous pass. Guajardo this time under center, drops back under heavy pressure, and he will be sacked. That'll be the second sack of the half and the 7th of the ball game for a very aggressive Vela defense.
And the athleticism on all those positions on the defensive side of the ball for the Vela showing this evening as they answered the call, as the bell rung for the two heavyweights to get up out of the corners. Vela is just just unstoppable so far.
And Guajardo passes, and again, a receiver should have made the catch, and he pays the price after the ball goes through his hands. A hard hit that he took. Hopefully that young man is okay.
And that's going to be number 20, Yashim Almaguer, who again is unable to come up with a reception, but pays the price, as you said, Javi. And we hope that Almaguer is okay.
Yeah, that's one of those, Robert. In the NFL, sometimes that's a penalty. In the college as well, hitting a defenseless. How do you say that?
Defenseless?
Defenseless. Man, that's how hard he was hit. I couldn't even say the word. But he's up and jogging off the field.
Yeah, he takes a look at his hands, says, I'm all right, coach. So he will come out for one play. And the Bear offense facing a 4th and 15 now, Javi.
It's going to be difficult to pick up, but the Bears will try to get those 15 yards as we have 34 seconds remaining in a quick, fast-paced third quarter. Of course, right now, Vela with the upper hand.
And here we go. We get the signal from the sideline to Trey Guajardo. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, Javi.
And Guajardo looks over to his sidelines, gets last-second instructions. There's 12 on the play clock, and there's a snap. He rolls out to his left, tries to find a receiver. He does up the middle, and the Vela Sabercats will allow that receiver to make the reception because he will be about 8 to 9 yards short of a first down. So a completion is made, but nonetheless, well short of a first down.
Yeah, and a questionable route running there, as we know the defenders are going to give you stuff underneath. So I guess the coaches were hoping that number 21, Nathan Miranda, is able to make a play with his legs, but that defense quick to the ball here again. The pursuit, he had about 4 or 5 jerseys on him after he was turning around to try to get upfield.
So the Sabercats will take over at their own 25-yard line.
And don't expect the Sabercats either to lay off the gas here as well. Both teams very high-powered.
No, you're absolutely right, and they run an end around the left side. Not much doing. That will be well, it may not be the final play of the third quarter as we have 1 second remaining on the game clock.
And here we see the end around by number 13, Brandon Guzman, the wide receiver. Not much running room there. And now a 1st and 10. First and 10 should be a 2nd and 10.
Well, I think that the confusion is that there was a
Personal
penalty.
foul. Illegal use of hands to the face. Number 79. Half the distance. First down.
Yeah, I didn't see a penalty on the field, but that's why they stopped the clock momentarily. It is a 15-yard variety against Vela. And as they reset the ball, that will conclude the third quarter.
That is the end of the third quarter.
It's been nothing but Vela here in the second half as they will head into the fourth quarter with a 63-14 lead over the Bears.
Yeah, no, tough sledding tonight for the hometown Bears as this anticipated game in all of South Texas has been a one-sided affair, with Edinburg Vela coming, like we said, out of the corner ready to fight. From the opening kickoff in the first half to the opening kickoff of the second half, they've been nonstop, pedal to the metal, rock and rolling, and no answer from this sideline over here. But does not mean that this team is not going to learn from this game, Javi, because these are where your lessons are learned.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. This is the first time the Bears all year long they face adversity, and that is what builds character. You got to face adversity. You got to get off the ground, off the floor, get off the deck, keep fighting. And great pass coverage. Well, as soon as I said that, a penalty is thrown. I thought that was excellent pass coverage. That will bail out the Vela Sabercats, but was once first and 25. That may be a penalty. That might be an automatic first down.
And the receiver selling that one right
Pass
there.
interference. Defense, number 8, 15 yards, first down.
Justin
Wow.
Cantu, number 2, able to sell it at the end. As you said, Javi, it was good coverage. And just a little extra contact at the end. The ball seemed to me a little bit uncatchable. He's able to draw the flag. So credit Cantu with the acting there.
So we'll be right back where we were a couple of plays ago. It'll be first and 10 for Vela at the 25-yard line. And he give it to the running back. A lot of running room around the right side. He eludes one man, and he is off to the races. He's past the 40, the 30. He's got one man to beat. A couple of blockers to help him out, and that is a touchdown. 75 yards. Number 21.
Lightning.
Sam Valenzuela.
As you like to say, lightning in a bottle.
Lightning
Javi.
in a bottle. Wow, quick strike. We've seen it all night long. That is the wealth of talent that Vela has. A lot of speed, and they are flexing their muscles tonight.
Gabriel Espinosa with an opportunity to stop Valenzuela. Gets his feet planted and grows some roots there, unable to get to Valenzuela. And after that, green grass is growing, and Valenzuela enjoying every little piece of that turf all the way to the end zone towards that hog of the Southwest Javelina, for 6 points. And now Edinburg, Vela, Sabercat 70, PSJA High Bears 14.
And that'll give Valenzuela 121 yards rushing on the evening. And it just hasn't been a good evening for the Bears. They come in still young. You got to remember they're undefeated. They're playing well. They've already qualified for the state playoffs, but they're still a rather young team. And tonight, I think that's been the evident picture, is that the Sabercats are a little bit more experienced in big game situations, and the Bears just did not come out swinging the way they normally do.
And you hit the nail right on the head, Avi. The experience goes a long way. Here we go. We got a picture of the boys here, and the coach is telling them, keep your heads up. There's a lot of fight left. The season's still not over, but we said lessons will be learned after tough tests like this. Usually when you go to school, the teacher gives you a lesson, then you take a test. But here in the real life, you take it after your test, you learn your lessons.
Yep, yes you do. And that kickoff by the Sabercats will sail out of bounds. That'll draw a penalty flag. And let's see what the Bears elect to do. Will they accept the penalty or decline it?
Coach is sending his offense on the field, so it looks like they've already decided to accept it, Javi. We'll get the call from the official. That ball should be placed at the 30. If it's a touchback,
We have an untouched free kick going out of bounds on the kicking team. PSJ High elects to take the ball at the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Yeah, you're right.
The touchback puts the ball on 25-yard line. That penalty will push it up to the 30. No time off the clock. We still have 11 minutes and 39 seconds, but the Bears would really have to go all in here.
Well, I think at this point in juncture, the comeback is, wow, it's a little far-fetched, Robert, but nonetheless, the Bears have got to start executing much better offensively, because next week they have a game coming up against Edinburg North, and after that they will be in the Texas UIL playoffs, and that is a big one. Their first round, their by-district action is going to be the biggest game of their life of this season. So they got to put tonight under wraps and just try to get some positiveness as they conclude this final fourth quarter of the ball game.
And so here we go, Trey Guajardo getting the first down once again with a run off the right side, able to take advantage of some key blocks there, moves the chains, puts it down on the PSJ Bear 44. We see the replay here, pulls the ball out from his running back and takes it upfield and able to move those chains for PSJ High. First and 10 Bears, Javi.
And the Bears are going to try to get past midfield here on first down. They fake the end around. Guajardo looks deep. He throws into double coverage, though. And that should have been interference. Okay, there it is. They finally throw it. They grab Marco Guajardo's arm, unable to get to the pass intended for him. It was a bit overthrown, though, but that definitely was interference.
Yeah, no, that you don't know if that grab on that hand that held the receiver. At the very least, it's going to be off defensive holding, but we'll get the call right now.
Pass interference. Defense, number 5, 15 yards, automatic, first down.
So the ball already on the 44. They're going to move the ball 15 yards. I think the offense is a little confused. They think it was a spot call, so they went all the way to the spot of the ball.
That's what I was looking at. Man, that's the longest 15 yards I've ever seen in my life. But no, they're going to put him down at the Sabercats' 41-yard line, and that'll be their second first down of the possession. And Guajardo under center with number 2 in motion. They're going to give it to him. He tries to use his speed to get around the left side. Great job of sealing off the end where the Sabercats, forcing them back into the middle of play, and of course a lot of defenders to greet them there.
Yeah, you try to get the edge on the Sabercats, and we said the speed and the athleticism of their players makes that very difficult, and we saw that there on that play.
And that will be a 1-yard loss on first down. Guajardo looks deep. He fires it, gets it to Guajardo, and Guajardo tries to make an incredible catch and not able to hold down. That would have been spectacular.
Yeah, no, comes back for that ball, almost a little back shoulder throw for Guajardo, and he makes his adjustments just right, and he's unable to bring that ball in with the defender punching it out at the end. And here we see the replay. Trey just guns it downfield, and Guajardo with an opportunity for a catch off his body and on the turf.
And on third down, they set up a middle screen, just nothing doing. Too much speed by the linebackers, and the defense recognizes that middle screen. Minimal gain. It's going to bring up a 4th and 9 for the Bears.
And we see their offensive line kind of shaking their heads like, man, that play works 99% of the time.
Yep.
But not tonight, as they've had very little success off that middle screen, Javi.
Guajardo on fourth down will scramble to his right, now to his left, trying to find an open man. He does have an open man wide open, caught at the 15. Tries to get around the defender. He'll spin, and he will score a touchdown. And that was Nathan Sanchez after a catch, making a great run. Sneaks by 2 defenders, and here we see the replay.
Yeah, and we've said it all night. He's been open on the opposite side of the field. This time, Trey takes it back. Once he goes in one direction, decides to go to the other, finds a wide open Nathan. And Nathan Sanchez showing you why he is the #1 receiver at 31-6A. Good thing there's no instant replay here.
I thought he was stopped short myself.
You know, but count 6 points there for the Bears off that tremendous pass and catch from Guajardo to Sanchez to put up 6 points. The score now 20-70. The Bears going for 2 here, Javi.
They will go for 2. Guajardo gets a snap. He pumps. He fires. And that is caught. That is caught by Marco Guajardo for the 2-point conversion. So the Bears with a little bit of life. There's 9:46. Who knows? You never know. Now it's 22 for the Bears, 70 Sabercats.
And here we go. Again, we mentioned Guajardo goes to one side, finds that back the other. Nathan Sanchez has been open the entire evening on the opposite side. This time he's able to connect with him for the score.
Yeah, and that little lunge at the end was a difference. Got the ball across the plane.
And, you know, we're a little thrown off by the big board over the big screen over there. You know, we have Rowdy, Vela, and Angie Gutierrez, you know, inviting our students for Saturday tutoring at PSJA High. And, you know, December testing's right around the corner. Yep. And, so, you know, you have your ACTs, your AP exams, lots of stuff our students are getting ready for. And so our hats off to these young athletes, cheerleaders, dancers, and band members who, along with, you know, their academics, have these extracurricular activities.
Yeah, they are students in the classroom first, and then they excel at their respective extracurricular activities. And there's a fine kickoff, finally picked up at the 5-yard line, brought out past the 15, dragged down at the 19, and Sabercats
Still
will have
running.
the ball at they marked it down and he was kept running, but he is marked down by contact at the 19-yard line.
And here we go, Bear defense taking the field once again. You know, trying to get something going, facing a steep uphill battle with a score here 70-22. Let's see the approach that the Vela coaching staff decides to take. If they're going to still continue to prime their kids for the playoffs, or if they're going to sit back and just try to run the clock by handing the ball off here.
Well, it appears that they will maintain Garcia at quarterback. And he will be in the pistol formation. No, I believe it's a new quarterback. Number 12, Ivan Obregon will come in relief. And on first down, the give is to the running back, and that'll pick up 4 yards on first down.
So Obregon, also a senior for the Sabercats, taking over play caller duties. And the Sabercats, again, quick to line up. So they'll continue with the same offensive philosophy here. You know, line up quick and let's get the plays going. But, you know, expect a lot of handoffs here as they're taking their time to run the next play.
Yeah, they go no huddle, but yet they take their time at the line of scrimmage. We're already at 5 seconds on the play clock. They get it down to 2 before they snap it, and the give is around the right side. Big opening, good elusive run, and the Sabercats are just churning yards right now. They're moving down the field once again.
And now that's a different running back, also a senior running back, Frank Vela, for the Sabercats, moving the chains also, stopping the clock as he gets out of bounds. 8:49 here in the fourth quarter. But once again, Javi Vela is driving.
And that will be a first down for the Sabercats, a new set of downs. Again, they take their time at the line of scrimmage, trying to eat up as much clock as they possibly can. Again, the give around the right side. Again, a good-sized hole. And that will be about another 7 yards on first down.
So now it's facing a 2nd and 3 here. Clock ticking, 8:20 left here in the fourth quarter. But a very manageable 2nd and 3. And like I said, Javi, expect a lot of handoffs here on this final drive, one of the last drives for Vela.
Yeah, a lot of running, try to use that clock. And a timeout is called, though, by the Bears. Their defensive coordinator, I'll say that, didn't like what he was seeing.
PSJA High, they're first of the second half.
They will try to make some adjustments.
And he's looking to the sideline, calling in number 53 for the Bears. That is Cesar Hernandez, the senior linebacker, hoping to plug that run that's been effective on this drive for Vela.
Yeah, the Vela right now offensively with 605 total yards, 254 through the air, 351 on the ground. They have 2 running backs over 100 yards rushing this evening. On the other side, the Bears with 292 total yards, while Guajardo with 150 yards passing, and he has 103 yards rushing as well.
And you said it, Javi, as Guajardo goes, so do the Bears, and they've pretty much capped all the other offensive weapons and just singled, you know, try to get Guajardo to beat them. But on the other side of the ball here, we got a fumble, Javi.
And the snap was made, and a fumble, but the Sabercats will retain the possession, and it'll be a 3rd and very long, and hopefully the Bear defense can stand up here on 3rd down and get themselves off the field.
And as I finish my thought here, on the other side of the ball for Vela, there's just too many weapons this evening for the Bears to hold up. And, you know, you mentioned, you know, those running backs each with over 140 yards rushing, and the quarterback himself with 250-some yards passing is just, it's been the story all night.
They are a strong football team, and that's what we have witnessed tonight. And another strong run by Vela, and there is a penalty flag, though. They're going to mark them down at about the 30-yard line, but I think that's going to come back a clear, obvious hold. That is what sprung the running back.
No, you're absolutely correct. There was a holdback out there at the line of scrimmage that sprung him loose, and so they're going to move the ball back, setting up a 3rd and about 14 as we get the call here.
illegal chop block. Offense, number 62 and 74. 15 yards from the spot of the foul. 3rd down.
So that's a little worse than a hold. That is going to be a 15-yard chop block. One high, one low. We'll move them all the way back to the 28-yard line, Javi, setting up a 3rd and 24 for the Sabercats.
Yeah, that's a big penalty. And, of course, the Bears fan base will take that, push the Sabercats backwards. Makes it a much more difficult 3rd down. Bear defense trying to force a turnover or a punt. And with Obregon at quarterback, a handoff around the right side, a lot of running room, gets the penalty yards back plus some. In fact, he generates enough running room to pick up that 1st down. So it was 3rd and a mile. I believe that was a 24-yard, 25-yard pickup. 1st down for Vela.
You are correct. 25-yard pickup by the running back number 24, Frank Vieda, and move the chains once again for Vela. 1st and 10. Ball now on the 49. Clock ticking at 6:23 here in the final quarter, and Vela taking advantage of that.
And again, they are at the line of scrimmage. There's 10 seconds on the play clock. And they're going to wind that down as much as they can. They're going to snap it with 5. The give again to the running back. Much better job right there by the defense, containing the run, limiting the Vela running game to just 2 yards on that play.
And Vela looking back to the sideline, awaiting the play, switching the running backs here. Here we go, number 20, senior Noe Hernandez, we have listed as a wide receiver, comes in as running back, who sits behind the boy here. And substitution brings in the umpire, and here we go.
And again, we're at 10 seconds on the play clock. Last time they snapped it at 5. That's exactly what they do again. This time the give is around the left side. Another big hole, another big run, another 1st down for Vela.
Yeah, and it's been the story all night. Another and another and another, whether it be a run, whether it be a pass, whether it be a score, Javi. Vela all evening, another score, another run, another 1st down. It's complete and dominant success here in this battle of 31-6A for the 1st place, trophy.
Yeah, each team still has 1 game remaining next week. The Bears will play against Edinburg North. The Sabercats will play against Edinburg Conomedes, but in all likelihood, the winner of this game will win the district title outright. And the give is again to the right side, and another gaping hole not met until the 2nd level of defense. And that's another 7 yards on 1st down.
And here we go, Edinburg, Vela lining up, 4 minutes, 24 seconds, taking their time for that play to come in. And, very wisely just using as much of that clock as possible. With a 70-22 lead, not much urgency tonight after this.
Yeah, there's not really anything you can do but just hope that you can run out the clock, avoid any type of injury. And on 2nd down, the ball is run around the left side again. He is going to get pushed out of bounds. They're going to say they tackled him before he got out of bounds. And that will be another 1st down. And the Sabercats have pushed their way inside the Bears' 20-yard line.
And that was a correct call. His knee did come down prior to going out of bounds. And the line judge took some time to think about that, but he does keep the clock moving, stops it down until they set the ball. Now that the ball is set, clock keeps ticking, 3:37 here. Now the play is coming in from the sideline. Vela huddles up, plays given, and here we go. Ball's now on the 18-yard line of the Bears.
And we are under 3.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Vela with the snap, the give around the right side. Great defensive effort right there by number 19 and 99 for a tackle for a loss. Fine job by the Bear defense.
We do have some laundry on the field, so let's see what the call is. Here we see the replay. Good penetration by the defense, stopping the runner behind the line of scrimmage and corralling him there. No more yards netted there. A loss after that.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 66 white, participating without a helmet. Need 15 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
Well, that's just a hustle foul. His helmet came
66
off, and
has to stay out for one play.
you cannot proceed with the play. He did. That draws a 15-yard flag. I think you can argue about that penalty, though. That's just unfortunate. He will sit out a play, and that was a Barrientos, excuse me, and number 19, Marcos Pedraza with the tackle.
David Carrion is in the guilty infraction there for playing without a helmet, the hustle play there. But, I mean, you've seen this all night by Vela, just hustling on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, and that'll push him back all the way to the Bears' 37-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 29. And we are under 3 minutes to go. We're right at 2:50. Little delay in the game. Coach Campbell over there, first-year coach for the Sabercats, wants a better explanation of what's going on.
Be second down, second down.
So 2nd and 29 here, Javi. Ball is now at the Bear 37. Vela marching a little bit backwards, something we hadn't seen all evening long.
Yes, it will be second down since it was a dead ball foul. The play did count, and then they push him back 15 with the penalty. And Obregon at quarterback, filling in for Garcia. And the give is around the right side. Good solid effort right there by the defense. Minimal gain. And that'll bring up a 3rd and very long, as we have 2:18 remaining here at PSJA Stadium at DHR Health Field.
And 3rd and 25, that's your very long there. Let's see what they decide to do here. Will they let Obregon unleash the cannon, or will they keep it on the ground to keep the clock moving, as we're already under 2 minutes of play with the score being 70-22? I would opt to run here, Javi.
Yeah, more than likely. I think that'd be good sportsmanship as well. Just run the ball, see what you can get, and get is a lot of yards on the ground is what the Sabercats do. They needed 25. They pick up about 15. Maybe they got about most of the penalty yards back anyway, so it's going to be 4th and 13 with 1.5 minutes remaining in the ball game.
And the Sabercats with 3 timeouts left here will probably be at about minute 1 when they have to run the play, minute 2 seconds. And it looks like they're going to opt to take a timeout here, Javi, before the play clock comes to 0.
They do use one of their timeouts. Well, yeah, they do.
Timeout. Edinburg Vela, their first timeout, second half.
So Vela will use their initial timeout of the second half with 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining in the ball game, and a big lead, 70-22.
And this would not be a bad opportunity to test the leg of your kicker again here. I mean, not that you're going to pad points on there. It's really just setting yourself up for success when you come to the playoffs. You want to make sure that you're firing all cylinders and there's no question marks to your game, Javi. So if they opt to take a field goal opportunity here, I would not look down upon that, because, again, each coach is charged with getting their players with the best at the best position, best shape possible before entering the, like you said, the UIL state playoffs. And both teams are priming to do that. Just you know, the Sabercats right now with the upper hand in tonight's ball game.
Yeah, and as you head into the playoffs, Robert, you know, the ability of your opponents is going to be about as equal as it can get the further along you get in the playoffs as well. So, of course, both teams are hoping they can make big runs in the playoffs, and it may come down to a field goal or two to push on and move on to the next level. And Vela, though, will elect to line up, go for it on 4th down. They give it on a jet sweep or on the left side. Great effort right there by Pedraza once again, making the tackle, number 19. Marcos with the tackle, and that'll get us under a minute. The Bears will take over on downs at their own 25-yard line.
And Vela, fortunate that they didn't get called for 2 men moving and not being set prior to the snap, and that will give the Bears 55 seconds left with the ball. And we see number 3 come in as quarterback for the Bears. And Trey Guajardo's, great performance tonight was for naught, but they're going to go ahead and give him the rest.
Yeah, Ethan Castillo will come in, another sophomore, a bad snap. The Bears just decide to fall on it. That will be a loss on the play. Not a good start for Castillo on his first play of the evening.
And Coach, to have a few words there for Castillo after that fumble snap, Javi. Here we go. Bears now 2nd and 16, time ticking down. This will probably be the final play of the ball game.
And the snap is made. The quarterback kneels down, conceding the play, and we are at 18 seconds. So the game of the week goes to the visiting Edinburg Vela Sabercats. They will remain undefeated. They will be your 31 6A district champions. The Bears, they fought hard, just did not have enough for the Sabercats. It'll be the Sabercats 70, the Bears 22. For Robert, myself, and Damian, we'll shoot it back downstairs to Melinda and Pedro.
And just to wrap it up here at DHR Field, Melinda, well, the Bears lose their undefeated status, and now they're going to close the high school football regular season next week, visiting Edinburg North, probably thinking already about the playoffs.
Right, it wasn't an extremely tough loss for the Bears, but you know what? The fans stayed behind, the cheerleaders, the band, they're all here still continuing to support. It's not going to let the seniors go down, as soon as the game ends. So right now they're going to have this senior walk, so they're going to unite right now and stick together, and that's always been a huge Bear, tradition, just sticking together. All
right, so that's all we have tonight. Before leaving, I want to remind you, tomorrow here at PSJA Stadium, the PSJA Memorial Wolverines are going to face Edinburg North. PSJA Memorial looking for the last spot on District 31 6A into the playoffs. So thank you for watching.